Trump administration, they still can't get their story straight about who canned FBI Director Comey. Trump's surrogates, you know who they are, like Kellyanne and the rest of them. They seem to be on the same page, that it was the Deputy Attorney General Rosenstein. Watch that. Watch this first.
When you receive a report that is so clear and a recommendation by someone like the Deputy Attorney General, you have no choice but to act.
That's why this was the right decision at the right time.
This is the action that a president takes when he is told by the Deputy Attorney General, who's only been on the job for 14 days, so he took a new assessment, a new look at everything.
Okay, look out, guys, because here comes a bus you're about to get thrown under. Watch.
I was going to fire Comey. My decision. It was not...
You had made the decision before they came in the room.
I was going to fire Comey. There's no good time to do it, by the way.
Because in your letter you said I accepted their recommendation.
Yeah, well,
so you had already made the decision.
I was going to fire regardless of recommendation.
So there was really
he made a recommendation.
So me, Tarzan, you're nothing. Is Donald basically saying, who are you going to believe, me or my surrogates here? What do you think?
It looks like they all went to a meeting and he was supposed to go and he was like doing something else. He didn't show up. It's so strange. And I don't understand why it doesn't concern them, because that's the message that I took away from this. I was glad that Comey was fired because I thought he was bad at his job. But my message was something's happening in this White House where they're not talking to each other. And I don't understand how he allows his team to just go out there and roll something out for then him to get on TV and say something totally different.
Why do you think?
That doesn't instill confidence.
Why do you think that he did that?
I think that people in the White House are talking, he just doesn't listen. Like when the ball's in his court, he's like, I'm a big boy, I fired him. Yeah. But what's sad is that he got fired via letter, and even on Celebrity Apprentice, he had the audacity to fire Lil Jon to his face, and he didn't even have the same respect for James Comey.
But does he, it's almost like he thinks that he's on a Celebrity Apprentice right now, right?
Well, it's like they make a game plan and say the only way we can make sense of this is let's have a procedure. Let's say this is how it went down, because we've heard before he had wanted to find a reason to do this.
Right.
This is the plan we're going with. I think this is his big kind of flip off to everyone. I don't owe you an explanation. I was always the one that was going to do this. Take it and deal with it. I feel like he always has to get that last word in that this was my decision.
Why would you throw the people who are out there helping you? Why would you do that?
He did that. It's more important for him to know, for all of us to know, that he's in charge and he did it.
It's like Bush when he said,
he
I'm
has
the
been
decider.
defending him, but because everybody's been jumping on them for obviously going with this material, he's now defending them, saying, don't be so hard on them. But the thing in that interview that I want to bring up with Lester Holt is, yes, he was planning to fire James Comey, but this is what he said. When I decided to do it, I said to myself, you know, this Russia thing with Trump and Russia is a made-up story. So if this is his attempt to get Russia to go away, it's just backfiring. My thing is, if nothing truly happened with Russia, if there was no colluding, which so far nothing's been proven, welcome an investigation. Welcome it. Say, come on, bring it on. We've got nothing to hide.
Encourage your people to also put forth anything they're asking for.
People keep saying there's no proof. They're in the middle of investigating it.
Right. And the FBI just asked for more money.
But that's what people
and they just
care
ask
about.
for more money.
To me, people see, when I look at this, I think, do people really care about who said it, who did it? I think they care that Comey's gone because they didn't like him in that job and he messed up when it came to Hillary. And I think they care about an investigation into whether there was collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. But this turns into a lot of he said, she said. I feel like there's a lot of people sitting at home being like, where's my job? Where's my health care? And this all turns into a bunch of nonsense aside from the actual investigation into Russia.
It's hard to keep up with. Like, honestly, weren't you like in season 1, we all hated Comey about the Hillary stuff, but then now we're like, wait, we wanted him? Wait, but like...
We need a flow chart.
Yeah.
We need really names
you know,
and pictures.
You know how when you're watching a show with your significant other, and they're like, he's the bad guy? I thought he was the good guy. And it's like, that was in season 1, babe.
Yeah.
Now he's...
Sarah.
The good guy.
To build off what Jed was saying about how people are wanting them to actually attend to important things, he's saying there's a lot of money being wasted on this and there's nothing here, and yet he's starting a voter fraud investigation at the same time. So he keeps doing these smoke and mirrors, while I do think people are really caring about health care, which they teased last week with all this, you know, crazy stuff about pre-existing conditions, and now we're not hearing about it.
Right.